Hey gamers, strap in because we need to talk about Mind's Eye. And no, I'm not talking about your third eye chakra or some new psychic power-up. I'm talking about the game that might just be the weirdest, most confusing hype train to ever barrel toward a cliff with a smile. Welcome back to BitCrush, where we dig through the beautiful chaos of game trailers, patch notes, and red flags the size of football fields. And hoo boy, Mind's Eye has more red flags than a Konami HR department. So listen up, smash that like button if you enjoy watching possible game disasters unfold in real time, hit subscribe if you want more brutally honest breakdowns, and let's dive deep into the absurd saga of what might be the most cursed launch of the year.
No tutorials, no mercy, just BitCrush.
Welcome to BitCrush, where your save file cries for help.
Who's behind this madness? So I just got back from the I/O Interactive showcase out in Hollywood. Yep, the Hitman guys, the bald barcode boys. They were showing off Hitman stuff, James Bond, and yep, Mind's Eye. You know, that Mind's Eye. The one from Leslie Benzies, ex-Rockstar royalty. The same guy who helped build GTA 5, GTA Online, and Red Dead 2. Dude helped define chaotic open-world brilliance, and now he's starting a new studio called Build a Rocket Boy, which sounds less like a AAA dev team and more like a Pixar spin-off. Anyway, Build a Rocket Boy is making this metaverse-sounding thing called Everywhere. Not a game, but a platform for games. Think Fortnite with identity issues. And inside this platform lives Mind's Eye, a cinematic third-person action game that promises guns, explosions, and probably an existential crisis or two. This game is a mess. Now, here's where it gets spicy. The game had a press preview. Content creators showed up. They couldn't even play it. No joke, they watched someone else play it poorly. It was so buggy, they weren't allowed to capture footage, only B-roll allowed, and the devs had to turn on God mode just to finish a couple missions. Let me say that again. They couldn't beat 2 missions at a game preview showcase without cheat codes. Imagine inviting people to your restaurant, showing them a plate of raw meat, and saying, "Don't worry, the chef's wearing oven mitts." Also, 2 top execs, the chief legal officer and the chief financial officer, noped out right before launch. That's like your ship's captain and quartermaster abandoning the boat as you're pulling into harbor. Definitely not the kind of confidence-inspiring PR you want before your game drops. So, of course, physical copies have leaked. People are playing it already. Gameplay's online? No, I'm not showing it here unless you want a copyright strike from 14 lawyers and a robot. But here's what the early leakers are saying. The disc version is basically a potato with a UI. But the day-1 patch, yes, that's a thing, fixes a lot. Like game crashing bugs, busted AI, balance issues, all getting bandaged like a school nurse with duct tape. Still though, even after the patch, we're talking 25 FPS dips, wonky performance, empty maps, and more AI brain farts than Cyberpunk on launch day. They're clearly trying to fix it, but this is feeling more like No Man's Sky at launch energy than, oh wow, what a hidden gem. No reviews, no demo, no trust. And now, the cherry on this glitchy sundae, there are no review codes. None. Nada. Zip. Not even for big outlets. Launch day only. That's like serving a steak dinner and refusing to let anyone smell it until it's in their mouth. Sure, there's exceptions. Some games skip pre-release reviews and end up amazing, but let's be honest, those are rare. More often, it means the devs know they're about to serve you a warm pile of regret, and they'd rather you find out after you've paid for it. But then there was the Summer Game Fest trailer. It actually looked good. Like, really good. Cinematic, sharp, exciting. If this trailer had been shown 6 months ago, maybe the narrative wouldn't be, "This game is a scam." So the I/O showcase that didn't help. So I/O Interactive is publishing Mind's Eye now. The showcase was a mix of Hitman on iOS, somehow, 007 teasers, and then they finally dragged out someone, the associate creative director, to talk about Mind's Eye. Bless the guy. He looked like he hadn't slept since Brexit. Jet-lagged, sweat-laced, panic energy. And the crowd? Mildly confused? They showed off a slice of late-game gameplay, and yeah, it wasn't great. Same problems: empty world, AI that walks at you like zombies waiting for hugs, and action that felt like a stiff cosplay of better games. It wasn't Red Dead. It wasn't even Saints Row 3. It was like someone watched a GTA trailer, took notes, and made a Unity prototype.
So here's the part that really fries my brain, like a GTA 5 pedestrian walking into oncoming traffic. 3 days before launch, they're still not letting anyone actually touch the game. Not at the event, not at playdays, not even behind a velvet rope. IO Interactive had the new Hitman content on display, even let us mess around with it in the lobby like it was a Costco sample tray. Want to try Hitman on your iPhone? Sure, why not? Want to take 007 for a spin on Switch 2? Step right up. But Mind's Eye, oh no, no sir. You may gaze upon its vague glory, but play it? That's forbidden magic. At this point, Mind's Eye is less a game and more a cryptid. We hear stories, we see blurry screenshots, and if you squint hard enough, you might just believe it's real. But it's getting harder and harder to keep that faith when they keep throwing up walls like they're hiding the Ark of the Covenant in there. Now look, I get it. Maybe it's not ready. Maybe they're patching like madmen behind the scenes. The devs probably haven't seen their families in months. But come on, you want people to pay for this on day one and you won't even let them test drive the thing? It's like trying to sell a Lamborghini covered in tarp. Trust me, bro, it purrs. And then there's the tone-deaf marketing. It's like they picked all the worst strategies from a PR disaster checklist. No hands-on previews, refusing to give out review codes until the literal day of release, executives leaving faster than players in a bugged multiplayer lobby. And the cherry on top, that poor associate creative director on stage looking like he was about to sob into the mic. I swear, man, the guy was trying so hard to pitch it, but you could see the pain in his eyes. Either he was crushed by jet lag or existential dread. And the gameplay they did show, it had everything you love. If what you love is empty streets, NPCs with an IQ of toast, and enemies that charge at you like they've got a death wish. Listen, I'm not expecting Red Dead 2 levels of immersion, but if you're gonna sell me a blockbuster cinematic experience, at least give me the illusion of intelligence. Right now, the only thing smarter than the AI is the vending machine in my hallway. Still, even amidst the chaos, there was a glimmer. That Summer Game Fest trailer. That was slick. That was sexy. That made me think, damn, maybe there's hope. It had that glossy AAA polish, cinematic pacing, and for 90 seconds, I almost forgot about the train wreck behind the curtain. But here's the problem. A good trailer is not a good game. We've been burned before. That hype to horror pipeline is well-traveled. Let me put it this way. If you show me a gourmet burger commercial and then serve me a microwaved gas station patty, we're gonna have words. So while the trailer slapped, it doesn't undo the months of confusion, silence, and red flags the size of a Fortnite glider. But hey, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe Tuesday comes and Mind's Eye launches fully formed like Athena from Zeus's skull, ready to redefine the genre. Maybe it's actually a brilliant game, weighed down by catastrophic PR. Maybe this is all 4D chess and we're just the pawns. Or maybe, just maybe, it's exactly what it looks like. A beautiful, broken mess that stumbled out the gate because nobody knew how to sell it, manage it, or finish it on time. And that's the saga, folks. As of right now, Mind's Eye is Schrodinger's game. Simultaneously hype and disaster. A triumph and a tragedy, depending on which angle you squint from. So, what do you think? Am I being too harsh, too hopeful, or is this the kind of train wreck we'll tell our kids about in cautionary bedtime stories? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Mash that like button if you enjoy this kind of chaotic analysis, and don't forget to subscribe for more unfiltered deep dives into the wild world of gaming. Because here on BitCrush, we don't just review games, we survive them. Catch you in the next one.